Hey, what's up everyone? Sam here. Before we get into the video, do remember about the rolling giveaway. Every video I release, I'll be giving away a pair of these awesome unisex sunglasses. All you gotta do to win is be the first person to comment on any of my new uploads. So turn on channel notifications, follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat so you'll always know when I'll be dropping a new video. But anyway, here are 5 unbelievable stories of real life karma. Number 5. James Harrison. When James Harrison from Australia was only 14 years old, he needed a major operation to save his life. Doctors had to remove one of his lungs and in the process he lost about 13 litres of blood. The only reason James survived is because of the people who donated blood. Knowing this, James set out to donate his own blood when he was old enough. 4 years later and on his 18th birthday, James went to donate blood for the very first time. When doctors analysed his blood, they however noticed something amazing. James's blood contained antibodies that were the cure for Rhesus disease. Rhesus disease is a nasty illness that can cause babies to be born with brain damage and often die. After many more tests, it turns out James's blood contained the cure. Now many years later, with James being in his 80s, he has indirectly saved over 2 million lives and donated blood over 1,000 times. All because of a selfless act that turned out to be so much more valuable than just donating blood. Number 4. Billy Ray Harris. Homeless man Billy Ray Harris often begged on the street for money. Many passed by and occasionally someone would spare a few coins for him. When Sarah Darling gave Bill some spare change, she accidentally dropped her engagement ring in his cup. Billy didn't notice until she was gone, and like anyone desperate for money, his first instinct was to pawn the ring. A pawn shop offered him $4,000, which is like winning the lottery if you have nothing. However, just before he accepted, he felt guilty. He knew it wasn't the right thing to do, no matter how desperate he was. So he decided to walk out, and when he next saw Sarah, he would return the ring. Days pass and eventually Sarah walks by. He gave her the ring back and she was so grateful she opened an online fund for him. The story went viral and people all around the world started donating. In total, $185,000 was donated, which allowed Billy to get a home, car and even get back in contact with his family. Number 3. Dr. Michael Shannon. In 2011, Dr. Michael Shannon was involved in a serious car accident. A truck smashed into his SUV, leaving him trapped inside as the engine caught on fire. When rescue arrived, a paramedic called Chris Trokey managed to pull Dr. Shannon from the burning wreck, just as the flames were reaching his legs. This act of bravery definitely saved Dr. Shannon's life. When at the hospital, Chris Trokey heard the name of the man he just saved. It wasn't until that moment he realised that Dr. Shannon was the doctor who saved his life when he was born. Chris Trokey was born premature and his chances of survival were very slim. His doctor, Dr. Shannon, however, spent many nights looking after Chris and kept him healthy. If it wasn't for Dr. Shannon, Chris would never have survived. And if it wasn't for Chris, Dr. Shannon would have died in that car wreck. Number 2. Christopher Dempsey. Would you give up half of your liver to a complete stranger? Well, Christopher Dempsey did, and it changed his life for the best. When one of his co-workers' cousins had stage 4 liver disease and no hope for a donor, Chris decided to check if he was compatible. He was a match and donated half of his liver to a complete stranger. The woman's life he saved was called Heather Kruger, and when they finally met, the two hit it off. They started dating after the operation, and 2 years later, the happy couple married. Number 1. Roger Lucia. In 1965, when Roger Lucia was only 4 years old, he wandered away from his mother during a family trip to the beach. Roger went into the water and was caught in the current and started to drown. His pleas for help were heard by Alice Blaze, who quickly dove into the water and pulled him to shore. Alice gave Roger CPR and revived him, saving his life. 9 years go by and on the same beach, a 13-year-old Roger heard a woman screaming for help. He runs to the water to see a woman's husband drowning in the sea. He quickly uses an inflatable raft to get to the man and pull him on board. As it turns out, the man's life he saved was the husband of Alice Blaze, who 9 years prior saved Roger from drowning. Thank you for watching. Make sure to turn on channel notifications and follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Snapchat so you have a good shot at winning those glasses. All you gotta do is be the first person to comment to win. It really is that easy. I'll be giving away many more prizes soon, so stay tuned to know what they are. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. But until next time guys, feed your mind.